Well, hello there, TNTers. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully welcome back to the channel, but if this is your first time, welcome as well. But today what we're going to do is another security system upgrade. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you've probably seen a number of 4G wireless and solar camera reviews. And the reason for that is out here at the farm I don't have internet, so I'm dependent on 4G, and the convenience of solar can't be matched with where I'm putting these cameras up and around the farm. What makes this video a little bit different, not much different, but a little bit different, is this is the first time I'm replacing a camera. So one of my very first security cameras that I put up, I originally put up here on the barn, and then when I got a more feature-rich version of the Reolink camera, I took that camera and moved it down to the front gate so that I could see when people are pulling up to the gate or trying to get in, that kind of thing. But that one, for whatever reason, has stopped connecting. So it still has power. I checked it out. Still see the light, but it will not connect anymore. So I went online on Amazon and I was looking to replace it with another simple camera. So I don't need one with zoom in particular there. Just pan and tilt would be great. And I found this one on sale, and what gets me kind of excited about it, it's camouflage. So you won't be able to spot it at the entrance of the farm. I don't know if that's good or bad. Part of me wants people to know that I've got 24/7 monitoring going on here at the farm. So what I have here is Keen. It's still, I believe, through Reolink. So live view with Reolink app on smartphone. 4G capable, so you can use your T-Mobile cards, your AT&T cards, your Verizon cards, and EIOT Club cards. It's got 2K live view and 360 viewing. I think it's actually 355 rotation. Now, of course, with in addition to being camoed, it's completely weatherproof, so you can put this out in the rain and the snow, and it'll do just fine. My experience with anything from Reolink, for the most part, it's been extremely good, especially their solar panels. You get complete power. Rarely do you run low on battery whatsoever, no matter if you have a string of cloudy, rainy days. Or you can put this in a position that doesn't always get direct sunlight. It's still going to perform quite well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to open up the box of this Keen model and see what we get inside the package, and then we're going to go mount it out front, and hopefully we'll be back up and running with a full suite of security cameras looking after our farm 24/7. So inside of the box of our Keen model, Camouflage 4G wireless solar camera, will be first and foremost the installation instructions. We've got our camouflaged antenna. We have the housing and mount for the camera, the 4G camera itself, charging cable so you can charge the battery to get it set up, some mounting hardware, an optional mounting strap. That only works with the camera, I think. Down at the bottom, got our classic Reolink solar panel, also in camouflage. The mounting hardware, an additional strap. I'm not sure what that one's for. It would be nice if it connected somehow so you can mount your solar panel directly. And potentially that's what it's for. And a little bit more hardware. So that's it in the package. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing set up. But first of all, I'll show you the camera that stopped working for me. Hopefully I can get it working later. But I messed around with it a lot yesterday and couldn't get it to connect again. So I just went ahead and ordered this up. So here on the table you can see the setup that I had out front, screwed to a tree. And essentially, what we're ending up with is the exact same thing but in camouflage. So it should work very well in that location. So looking at the camera, if you tilt it down under here, in this particular package, it came with a micro SD card, and then there's another slot for your wireless SIM card. So I just moved the SIM card from the other camera to this one. So that is all set to go. So then we can move on to the next step in the process of connecting this camera up. So a little bit different than the Reolink Go PT. On the top of the mount is this little waterproof plug. You lift it up, you can see there's a hex nut there. That's what we're going to use to connect our camera. So make sure you redo the waterproof plugs, all the waterproof plugs. There's another one here on the back for power. So when it comes time to turn it on, we'll do that there. And then I mounted it wrong, so I've got to do it again because I just see I've got to connect my antenna and my solar panel, and those got to show up in the gap here. So let me redo that. Here at TNT, we're not afraid to show our mistakes. So I got to make sure that I can access the antenna and the solar power connection. And now I can tighten this down. There we go. Clear access, also access to the power. Put the waterproof plug back in the top. We're ready to move on to the next step. So I just plugged in the solar panel. There's a little green light on in there which tells me that my connection was successful. And now it's time to install the 4G antenna. So we'll just screw that on. And it's time to mount all of this to the same board I was using for the Go PT. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing connected. The first thing we're going to do is turn the power on. We should see a solid red light followed by a blue light. I think I need my antenna for this because it's going to try to connect to the 4G network. So now we got flashing blue light. So it's trying to connect to the network.
Network connection succeeded.
So if you didn't hear that, it said network connection succeeded. So we are connected to, in my case, T-Mobile. And it's time to set up the camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Reolink app. So you can see my Reolink app's already got a couple cameras on it. I'm going to hit add device, scan the code on the camera. It says adding device, create device password. Well, I'm going to hide this from you. So I'm now creating my device password. There we go. Second step, name your device, Keen Ranger PT. And I'm going to change that to TNT Entrance. Installation completed. Oh, it's got a little shot of me there. Not a very flattering angle. The battery level indication is that it's pretty low, so let's go ahead and get this all together, the solar panel connected, and go out front and install our new 4G camera. So We got the 4G antenna reinstalled. Just got to reinstall the solar panel and we'll be good to go. Now before you deploy any of these Reolink outdoor cameras, make sure every one of your little weatherproof boots are tightly sealed. So that means the solar panel connection, the power, and the SD and SIM card. Make sure those are back in place or else you may get water infiltration and the life of your camera will end prematurely. So here's our final installation. Now, I do have the solar panel cockeyed off to one side quite a bit, but that's the direction I will get the most sun from. And we are ready to set it up to start detecting motion now. All right, so it's been 4 days since we installed the Keen security camera from Reolink out at the front gate here at the TNT farm, the Camouflage camera. And it's been working really well. It works well at night, works well in the day. Fortunately, I haven't caught anything I wasn't expecting other than my wife's car and my car coming in and out, which means no one's coming and going, which is exactly the kind of information I would like to have at my fingertips. So very pleased with the Keen model. If you're out there looking for a camouflaged field cam, security cam, there's a couple options available to you, but you can't go wrong with the Keen one. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks again for taking the time to watch it through the end. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.